So last summer, a couple of things happened. The first one was it froze. We had a decent little garden going in our raised beds, and we had some frost. So I was out late at night in the dark trying to cover the raised beds so that all of our plants wouldn't die. And it was late. I was struggling to get these covered without crushing the plants or damaging them any further, and it was frustrating and I was irritated, and it took way longer than it should have with a tarp and a spool of twine, and I was just frustrated by the whole situation. The second thing that happened last year was we had a yard sale. Now, as happens with yard sales, the weather was fantastic on all of the weekends leading up to and after our yard sale. But that weekend, it rained. And it rained a lot. The Friday was great, beautiful, sunny. Saturday morning looked nice. And then it started raining. So I was out in the rain trying to get a big tarp up. We had a canopy up, and I was trying to get a tarp up as well so that everything in the yard didn't get soaking wet and ruined. I was tying things off to a tree branch and a ladder and the corner of the house and the railing, and it was frustrating, and it took longer than it should have, and the tarp wouldn't stay up. And again, I was very irritated. And those two things really got me thinking. I have spent a lot of time outdoors. I have built shelters in the woods out of just whatever I could find laying around. I've slept with nothing but a tarp and some string and the things in my pockets. I've built igloos and shelters in the snow and slept in them. I can tie 100 knots just pulling them out of my head. I can tell you 20 different ways to build an emergency shelter. I have all of this knowledge in my head, but I don't use it. I don't practice it. When I was in just a tiny bit of a stressful situation, I couldn't manage to put a tarp up to save my life. But I know how to do it, and I have all of the tools in my house and garage to put a tarp up easily. It's not like I was lost in the woods trying to do this. And it still was taking way longer than it needed to, and it still was leaking water, and it was just terrible. So I got to thinking, I can practice a lot of these skills at home in my yard without being out in the forest. I just need to think about it differently. And so I decided I was going to do some bushcrafting on my patio. And I think I'll make a series of videos, maybe, probably not all in a row, but sporadically here and there as ideas come up or as I try different things of bushcrafting on your patio and things you can do to practice some of those bushcrafting or survival skills at home in your backyard or on your patio. So let me know what you think of this idea. I will make a playlist of all of these videos and put that on my channel, so if you want to watch them all, you'll just be able to go to the playlist. Let's see how this goes. Check it out, and we'll do some bushcraft skills on the patio.